Two South African digital media companies were commissioned by MTE Studios, an exhibition maker based in Cape Town and Dubai, to develop 21 digital unique interactive media installations for a newly built science and technology museum in Saudi Arabia. Their interactive AV productions display various aspects of the technical and scientific advances of the Islamic world from 700 BC to 1700 BC in the fields of maths, medicine, astronomy, art and architecture, chemistry, botany, besides others. During the 6-month design and production time, the companies worked closely with MTE Studios, who were responsible for research and copywriting, to conceptualize each application and together making sure the overall design of each exhibit was appropriate for the target market and subject matter, as well as taking into account cultural differences when displaying certain imagery, such as the human body. The flagship exhibit of the museum is a 5-meter-long rear-projected multi-touch table, allowing multiple users to interact simultaneously with the timeline of Islamic contributions to science and technology. Spanning a period of 1,000 years, the timeline multi-touch table includes more than 300 historic events relating to important discoveries and achievements of the time. When first approaching the installation, visitors of the museum get an immediate overview of key events, which are represented as markers and title text on the sequential timeline. In order to accommodate the massive amount of content in a seamless presentation across the table, the interface lets users open and close 20-year time windows by selecting the periods from either the Arabic or Gregorian calendar displayed on both sides of the table. By touching the table's glass surface at the point of interest, a 20-year time window opens up showing the events that occurred during that time. Next, visitors swipe their hand or finger up and down to revolve event icons around the central timeline, bringing desired content to the fore. When a particular event is selected, a window opens up showing images, animation and text related to that event. Language can be easily toggled between English and Arabic simply by swiping your hand or finger across the content left to right or vice versa. Events of major importance trigger Uber animations that span the entire table. This may mark the extraordinary travels of Ibn Battuta from Tangiers to China, or coins raining onto the table representing the first use of gold coins in the Arabic world. To create a multi-touch table of this scale, the glass surface had to be divided into 3 sections, although the graphical interface design creates the impression of a seamless surface across the entire table. Visitors explore the content of the timeline by walking around the table, interacting with both sides, which effectively means the timeline is 10 meters long. The interface works with intuitive gestures, such as dragging and swiping. The application itself was developed in Adobe Flash and uses a live socket connection to synchronize the 3 sections of the table, each of which is driven by a separate quad-core PC. To achieve multi-user functionality, the development team made use of innovative camera tracking technology which identifies fingers and hands of visitors touching the surface. In addition to developing the software, we also designed and built the hardware from the bottom up and shipped the entire table to Saudi Arabia in massive wooden crates. All in all, the Timeline Touch table uses 3 quad-core PCs, 6 tracking cameras and 6 data projectors mounted under the table's surface, along with power surge regulators and an effective cooling system. The 2 Cape Town companies faced a number of challenges in the course of the project, the main being a very tight deadline of 6 months for design and production of all 21 exhibits. Key technologies used in the project had to be acquired and brought to perfection rapidly, such as building the multi-touch table hardware. Last but not least, the display of content in both English and Arabic presented an interesting design challenge, considering Arabic is read from right to left and back to front. The development team eventually created a genuine custom Arabic text display function in Adobe Flash, as simply arranging the text right did not render the Arabic correctly, as we discovered some way into the project.